Jonesboro. The voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council.
Good Wednesday morning, Jonesboro. This is meteorologist Tim Root with your KLEK 102.5 forecast. It'll be partly to mostly sunny today. Clouds will thin out, and the temperatures on the cold side, 22 to 28, north wind at 10. It'll be in the mid-teens tonight, partly to mostly clear, light east winds. Low 40s, partly to mostly sunny Thursday. There is a chance of showers Thursday night into Friday. Mostly cloudy skies, a little bit warmer, near 50 on Friday. Educate, entertain, and empower. We're KLEK 102.5 FM.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro says he's open to dialogue with the opposition. UK Prime Minister Theresa May is holding talks with EU leaders by phone, despite member states insisting they won't reopen Brexit talks. At least 5 people are thought to have died in the US as freezing conditions sweep the country. And taxi unions and ride-sharing companies are trying to work out a deal in Seoul after protests against carpooling apps turned fatal.
It's 9:01.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
KLEK 102.5 FM, good morning to you on your Wednesday. It's January 30th, 2019. This is Community Conversations. Cato Wonder is in the studio with you, filling in for Quabila. Joining us today are members of the Black Professionals Network of Jonesboro. We are joined by Marcia Smith and Kenyatta Gray, and they're going to be talking about the Black History Quiz Bowl that is coming up February 23rd. It's always a good event, especially having all of the children participate. And it's also a great tool for our youth to learn about Black history while also competing for prizes and also for bragging rights. So we're certainly glad to have these ladies in the studio with us today. How y'all doing today?
Doing great.
It's been great. Good morning.
All right, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So what is the latest with this year's Quiz Bowl? Give us some of the details.
Well, this year is our 5th annual Black History Quiz Bowl, and we are very excited that this is our 5th year of doing this. It's scheduled for February the 23rd on ASU campus in the Student Union, and it starts at 12.
Okay, and there, as always, there's 3 different categories. What are those categories?
Yes, so we have elementary, junior, and the senior division. So that's grades 3 through 6 for elementary, junior are grades 7 through 9, and senior are grades 10 through 12.
Okay, and how can people get teams signed up?
They can do so online. They can go on our website and sign up, or they can get in touch with one of our board members through our Facebook page as well.
And give them that website.
www.bpnjonesboro.org.
Give it to them one more time.
www.bpnjonesboro.org.
And the Facebook?
It's BPN, Black Professionals Network of Jonesboro Facebook page.
All right, and how many teams do y'all have signed up so far?
We have 4.
4, and that's in which divisions?
So right now we have 4 teams signed up. We have 1 in elementary, 1 in junior, and we have 2 in senior.
But obviously BPN is looking for more teams, and of course you can sponsor a team. If you don't know of any youth that won't like to form a team, you can still help other youths get the opportunity to compete. So let's kind of get a little bit into that.
Sponsorship.
Oh, yes.
You're sponsoring a team.
So if one would like to sponsor a team, that is definitely doable. They would just need to get in touch with us, also on the site or on our Facebook page as well. We have our forms to sponsor a team.
And how much is it to sponsor a team?
$35.
Okay. And what is the deadline?
February the 8th.
February the 8th. So you got about a little over a week. So don't wait till the last minute. Go ahead and get your teams registered down. Of course, you can be a church, you can be a business, you can be an organization, you can be an individual. You can make the team your own, but definitely we want to encourage for participation because, again, this is good for the youth. Now, Marcia mentioned earlier that this is the 5th year of the Quiz Bowl. So what are some of the lessons that have been taken away from years past as the event continues to grow?
Well, this is, I think it's my 3rd year participating, maybe 4th, I'm not quite sure. But what I've taken away from it, it is grown our youth. They have learned so much. It has helped me grow as well, because I've learned some Black history stuff that I didn't know in the past, and I continue to learn every year. And I think it helps our youth to grow, not only for our youth but our community. It helps us, especially for our coaches and people that are sponsoring teams that help out. I'm sure, like me, it has helped with that knowledge of Black history.
Okay, and Kenyatta, would you like to add anything to that?
This will be my first year actually being a part, so I will be learning newly with Marcia and the years that they have done. So I'm excited just to be a part and to see what we have done in the years past and for this year.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the preparations that go into hosting the Quiz Bowl. Kind of, because some people may think this is just an event that happens, but it actually takes a lot of planning and preparation to put on an event like this. So kind of inform the listeners and the viewers about the preparation process.
There is a great deal of preparation that goes into it. Number one, we have to have questions for the children. So
and you'll have to switch them up too.
And we have to switch them up to make it a little bit challenging for them, as well as a learning opportunity for them. So the biggest part is getting the questions together, and then of course we have to have the background people, the volunteers, we have to have judges, we have to have moderators. So it is a lot of preparation that goes into the Black History Quiz Bowl.
And you mentioned that it requires a lot of volunteers. Are you all currently looking for volunteers to help with the event?
Yes, we're always looking for volunteers. Like I said, if you cannot sponsor a team or host a team, we are also looking for volunteers to help with the event. Volunteers to help with traffic control, registration, those type of areas. We're looking for people for those. So if you would like to be a volunteer, Miss Shay Washington is over volunteers, or you can contact myself via our Facebook page.
Alrighty, and so there you have it. They're looking for volunteers for all positions, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun as well. We are speaking with Marcia Smith and Kenyatta Gray of the Black Professionals Network of Jonesboro, talking about the 5th annual Black History Quiz Bowl. Is going to be taking place Saturday, February 23rd on the campus of Arkansas State University in the Student Union Auditorium, I believe. And of course, if you have a call or a question for either of these ladies, you can call us at 870-277-1080. Again, that phone number is 870-277-1080. Or you can leave your questions and your comments on our Facebook live feed. And we do have a Facebook shout out. Shout out to Angela Artist. Appreciate you for checking in on our live feed. Now, what sponsorship opportunities are available for businesses and organizations that may want to contribute in that way?
Well, for our sponsorship for businesses, we have 3 different levels of sponsorship packets. So we have the bronze, the silver, and the gold. On the bronze level, it's $100, and you'll get recognition on the program, and you can set up a vendor table. The silver is $250, and that is recognition on all advertisement for the Quiz Bowl, recognition on the program, and a vendor table. The silver, it's medium font on the advertisements. And then for the gold package, which is $500, recognition on all advertisements in the largest font. Recognition on the program, and then you get pictures of the winners in front of the logo banner. We'll have a banner at the event.
All righty. Got another Facebook shout out from KK, who says Kenyatta is great. So Kenyatta, like you got your little bit of a fan club there.
Oh, wow. Thank you, KK. I appreciate it.
And definitely appreciate you checking in on our Facebook live feed. So getting back into the Quiz Bowl itself, do you see a sense of the kids being really competitive? Is there like a big competitive spirit to where the kids, really try to outdo each other so they can have those bragging rights?
Yes, every year it seems to be a little bit more competitive. I love watching the kids they have a room where they go in and they practice and get their things together, and I love watching those kids in that room getting their questions together, and they're very hype about their turn coming up and how they're going to answer, and making sure that they have all of the information that they have. The energy in that room is just amazing.
Oh, I bet it is. I bet it is. And I'm sure some of these teams are teams that have participated in years past that come back each and every year to compete. Probably even have some back-to-back winners there.
Yes, we do have some teams that participate every year. We have First Baptist Kitchen Street, who has a team every year, and New St. John Missionary Baptist have a team every year, and they have won back-to-back in the Quiz Bowl.
Okay, so somebody's going to have to challenge New St. John, y'all. Somebody step up to the plate. But it is a great event, and as you mentioned, with those churches participating, any church can participate, or business, organization, individual, anybody can sponsor a team. And some of these organizations, group, they go all out. They buy the T-shirts for the kids, and have them dressed up real nice. So again, it's a competitive event. Of course, one thing I like about it is there are some KLEK questions on there, so I'm a little bit partial to that, but we do appreciate this, and it is a great opportunity for the students to learn. And so let's kind of get into that a little bit about how this is an important tool to teach Black history to the kids while engaging them in fun at the same time.
Definitely. So what we ask during the bowl are questions on arts, business, entertainment, sports, Arkansas, local history as well. So just a time for the kids to really learn about those subject areas, and to really delve down into things that maybe they would not have even known beforehand, and they can walk away with this knowledge after the bowl.
Okay, and that's definitely great, because it allows people to learn from all kinds of categories, be exposed to different kinds of knowledge. So it's a wide variety, and plus it also again keeps it competitive, because no one's going to be an expert on everything, so keeps one team or one person from having a distinct edge as well. So let's talk about the prizes that are offered. What are offered to the winners of the Quiz Bowl?
Well, we do have the winners of the Quiz Bowl. They get trophies, and they get bragging rights. So we give out trophies for each category: elementary, junior, and senior. So they're pretty huge trophies, and like I said, I think the kids get very excited about displaying that trophy when they win the Quiz Bowl.
Now, is there something for each individual member, like a smaller trophy or certificate that they get?
I think we give a certificate of appreciation, but we don't, like I said, the trophies go to the overall winners of the categories.
Okay. That's great. We are speaking with Marsha Smith, and we're speaking with Kenyatta Gray of the Black Professional Network, talking about the 2019 Black History Quiz Bowl. It is the 5th incarnation of the Quiz Bowl. And of course, looking at the flyer, it actually got a nice little flyer. I'm going to actually put it on our live feed. It's got like a brain with a light bulb on it. And I think that's very symbolic, because the
glasses on the brain.
And the glasses on the brain.
I love that little
I guess
touch.
the little nerd part. But the light bulb, I think, symbolizes, the knowledge that, and of course, when you have knowledge, you light up. You are able, to go far in life. So it's definitely a teaching tool. It's definitely a teaching tool, and I'm glad that you all put on this event each and every year. Okay, so going into our next question about the Quiz Bowl, what is the response from the community? How has the community responded to this event?
We have had an overwhelming response from the community as far as people wanting to know how they can get involved. And each year it grows with the response from the community when they see it. So we have had an overwhelming response of wanting to volunteer, wanting to have teams, wanting to set up vendor tables. So it's just been like an amazing response from the community. I think that the community sees that this is something that we need for our youth, and they want to get on board in helping out with that.
And when we were off the air before we went on to the show, you was talking about how in years past, how you had to go all over the place making media rounds to promote it. You've been on other radio stations, you've been on TV, you've done interviews. So let's talk about that process a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I know I put you on the spot a little bit.
Well, last year I was the director of public relations for BPN, and I'm handing the torch over to Kenyatta this year.
Thank you, Marsha.
But we have had to go to, we have been on KAIT. Of course, we do 2 radio slots with KLEK every year, just trying to promote the Black History Quiz Bowl and get the word out and let them know that this event is happening. You know, a lot of people are not on Facebook, so they may not see it. So we try to reach out to whoever we can by whatever means that we can, be radio, TV, Facebook advertisements, those sort of things.
I think it's very important that you reach a wide variety of sources, because you have to meet people where they are these days. And, you know, some, like you said, some people may not be on social media. Some people, you may have to reach them via radio. Some people you may have to reach via television, but it's important to reach as many people as possible. So I'm on your website, bpnjonesboro.org, and I'm clicking on the link for the Black History Quiz Bowl, and I see that you actually can pay online. It has an add to cart, so you click that, and let's see what happens when you click add to cart. Oh, and it takes you to PayPal, so there you go. You can put in your card information and you can pay online. It's just $35 to register a team. And when's that deadline to register again?
The registration deadline is February the 9th.
Okay. And they have the registration form on here. So I'm going to click the registration form. It takes you to a PDF, and it has, you know, all the typical information, the date, the name of your organization, the leader of the organization, primary contact. Then it has a slot where you list each individual team member. So it's a real simple and easy process to register, and you can probably do it in like about 2 or 3 minutes. Now, I'm also looking at this blurb on here. It says, don't have a team but would love to make this event a success. Be a Black History Quiz Bowl sponsor, vendor, or friend supporter. Donations can be given via PayPal, and then it says friend supporters donation $10. So for a minimum donation of $10, a friend supporter will have their names listed in the 2019 Quiz Bowl program. So let's talk about that a little bit, about the friend supporters and how they can, more about that.
Well, this Black History Quiz Bowl, it's for our scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
BPN of Jonesboro offers 2 $500 scholarships each year to 2 senior students in the Northeast Jonesboro, Northeast Arkansas area. So what we do is we rely on donations from our friends and supporters. This Black History Quiz Bowl is actually one of the biggest events that funds that scholarship program. So any donation to help towards that is greatly welcomed. So if you want to be just a friends and family supporter, it does say $10 that you pay via PayPal, but we'll accept any amount to help fund that scholarship program.
All right, we're speaking with Ms. Marsha Smith and Ms. Kenyatta Gray of the Black Professionals Network of Jonesboro, talking about the 2019 Black History Quiz Bowl. And let's go into our Facebook shout-outs. Shout out to Amanda Donovan, who says, morning. Jasmine Selvey says, hey, Ms. Marsha. Shout out to Kubila, who is watching on our live feed. And shout out to Alexa Scott, who says, good morning. So we appreciate each and every one of you for checking in on our Facebook live feed. And of course, if you have a question or a comment for these ladies, you can also leave it on the live feed, or you can give us a call at 870-277-1080. Again, that phone number is 870-277-1080. And Kenyatta's looking at me like she's desperately trying to get something out. So I don't want to just hog the mic and not give her a chance to speak.
No, I don't have anything.
You sure?
Yes.
Hey, I got you to
I'll just
laugh.
wait on the next question.
Just wait on the next question. Okay, we're looking on the flyer and it says the start time is 12 p.m. So, what division will start when the show goes? How does the actual flow of the event take place?
Well, we do have a program that we do. Of course, we open it up. We always open up all of our big events with prayer and welcoming the teams to the event. The first division that will be up will be our elementary division, and then they will play their round, and then we will go into the other rounds for the other divisions.
Okay, and will there be refreshments served for the participants? For our teams, we are sponsoring a meal for them, and for volunteers, we will have refreshments for our volunteers. All right, so there'll definitely be a little something to make sure that the kids stay nourished while they participate in the Black History Quiz. But we're going to go ahead and get ready to go into our first break. But when we come back, we'll have more with the Black Professional Network of Jonesboro. We're going to talk some more about the quiz, but we're going to also talk about some other things that are coming up from the Black Professionals Network. They have a lot of things that are going on. They are doing a lot in the community. And we're going to talk about that when we come back from the break. This is Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
Do your kids know how to manage money? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. So many people are deep in debt and low in savings. Nearly 30% of Americans report having more credit card debt than emergency savings. Why? One reason is that many people were never taught how to handle their money. Maybe it's time to break the cycle and teach our kids the importance of managing money well. Here are 7 tips for teaching kids about money. First, be sure they know that it's just money. At the end of the day, your kids should understand that money cannot buy love, happiness, or friendships. Remember, your family first.
Submit your dad for the Omaha Steaks All-Pro Dad of the Year at omahasteaks.com/Dad of the Year.
Family Minute is made possible by the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a non-profit organization committed to service to all mankind. Kappa Nu Omega Alpha Kappa Alpha on Facebook and KNOMEGA1908.com.
Family Minute is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
Cool Cuts Taxes, 1411 Franklin Street, Suite 6 in Jonesboro offers a variety of tax preparation services, individual and business returns, processing tax refunds, refund anticipation loans, earned income credit for children, and more. Owner Bernard Cobbs has 20 years of experience and is available by appointment at 870-520-7470. Details on our website, klekfm.org, under our corporate sponsors directory.
Edgy Studios, 209 Union Street in Jonesboro, offers photography for portraits, weddings, and engagements, senior portraits, family and maternity shoots, and all occasions. Edgy Studios focuses on photography that is unique and outside of the norm. Owner Andrew Daly is available at 870-243-0308 or www.ejjistudios.com.
The Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated was established on June 28, 1997 by 13 dynamic women who accepted the challenge of chartering the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter. Today, the chapter continues to impact the Jonesboro community by sponsoring programs such as the Sonia D. Williams Scholarship Breakfast, Community Back to School Bash, Delta Academy, Voter Registration Drive, and Autism Awareness. Our focus correlates with the national theme, joy in our sisterhood, power in our voice, and service in our hearts. Our chapter supports Delta's 5-point programmatic thrust: economic development, educational development, international awareness and involvement, physical and mental health, and political awareness and involvement. More information about the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated is available at www.jonesboroalumnidst.org or via email jonesboroalumni@live.com.
Hello, I'm Officer Victoria Evans. I have always had a desire to help others in need and to be an example and role model to young women by encouraging them to never give up on their dreams. My dream was to become a police officer and to serve my community. In 2016, that dream became a reality, and it is the most rewarding experience of my life. Now I want to let you know about the same opportunity. The Jonesboro Police Department will conduct testing every month for patrol officers. Applications are available online at jonesboropolice.com or at the Police Department, 1001 South Caraway Work. The Jonesboro Police Department offers a competitive salary, health, and retirement benefits, top-of-the-line training, and most importantly, the chance to make a difference in the Jonesboro community. Join me in making Jonesboro a better place. The Jonesboro Police Department is an equal opportunity employer, and women and minorities are especially encouraged to apply. More information is available at 870-935-5657.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
And we're back on Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM with our guests, Marcia Smith and Kenyatta Gray of the Black Professionals Network of Jonesboro, talking about the 2019 Black History Quiz Bowl, which will take place on the campus of Arkansas State University Saturday, February the 23rd, starting at 12 o'clock noon. It will be in the Student Union Auditorium. There are 3 divisions of students that will participate, which is elementary grades 3 through 6, junior high grades 7 through 9, and senior high grades 10 through 12. Registration is now open. You can register on the website bpnjonesboro.org. Again, that website is bpnjonesboro.org. The cost is $35, and you can register online. And what's that registration deadline again?
February 9th.
February 9th, so don't delay. Go ahead and get that registration in now. And they also have sponsorship packages for businesses. So Marsha, kind of let them know once again about the business sponsorship packages.
Okay, so we do have sponsorship packages, 3 levels. We have the gold level, which is $500. The largest font, recognition on all advertisement, recognition on the program, and pics with pictures of the winners, with the winners in front of the logo banner. We have a silver packet, which is $250. Recognition on all advertisement in medium font, recognition on the program, and you also have a vendor table. And then we have a bronze package, which is $100, recognition on the program, and you get a vendor table. If you do not want to be in the sponsor or those 3 levels, we do have vendor tables available for $25, and we're also accepting friends and family supporters donations through our PayPal link.
And the friend supporter donation is $10. So definitely lots of ways in which you can support, and the kids definitely need your support for this event. So we're going to talk about some of the other things that are going on. I'm on the Black Professionals Network of Jonesboro website, which is bpnjonesboro.org. So let's go ahead and just kind of talk a little bit about the organization itself. So I'm trying to click the About link, but I know that you all have a series of pillars that the organization stands for. So let's talk about the pillars.
Yeah, so we go by Live, Learn, Lead, and Link. So those are our driving pillars for our organization.
Okay, so let's break down what each pillar means to you.
Yeah, so Live is focused on networking, and that was one of the big reasons why I joined, is so I could get to learn or get to know more individuals that maybe I didn't know. I do know a lot through my work, but there's a whole lot more out there that I did want to actually network with. So that was one of the driving reasons behind why I joined last year. Then we have Learn, which is focused on development. So just by going to our meetings and hearing all of the different topics that we have, just a way for us to grow as individuals, and also in our lives outside of that as well. Then we have Link or Lead, which is focused on community service. And then we have Link, which is focused on partnerships with other organizations in Jonesboro.
Okay. And what do they mean to you, Miss Marsha?
Well, like Ms. Kenyatta said, the reason why I joined BPN is because I knew a lot of people in Jonesboro. I'm originally from Jonesboro, but I didn't know a lot of Black professionals that own businesses and things like that were doing things in the community, because I was not big on this community. But since I've been with BPN, I've learned so much from the members of BPN, learning how to network, learning how to navigate the community of Jonesboro in a whole, not only linking with our Black professionals, but professionals in a whole, other different genres and ethnic groups and all of that stuff. So, and I've also made some amazing friendships with being in BPN Jonesboro. I think now I've been a member for 4 years now, and like I said, I've really grown. BPN has really helped me grow as an individual.
Alrighty, and we got another Facebook shout out. Shout out to Shanquetta Cunningham. Shanquetta, appreciate you for checking in on our live feed. Now, both of you mentioned about joining BPN because it was a good opportunity for you to network. So let's talk about how the networking has helped benefit you in your professional careers. Had to ponder on that one for a second, huh?
Yes.
It's all good. It's all good. So,
yeah, I would say just for me, I'm more so of an introvert. And
join the club.
Yes. So being a part and then being nominated for this role I'm in definitely gets me outside of my zone of comfort.
Well, the good thing about doing radio interview, it's intimate. Even though it does actually scare people, but you're just.
It doesn't seem too intimate.
but it's three of us. As opposed
That's
to
true.
Let's say if you're at a networking event and there's a crowd of people that are mixing and mingling, it's me, you, Marsha, and about 20 fish.
Right.
That's in the
true.
room. And the fish are minding their own business, so they don't count. Shanquetta says, hello. Appreciate you for checking in. But Marsha, what about you as far as how networking has helped you?
Well, like I said, last year I was director of PR, and like you said, I'm sort of an introvert, but have some extrovert.
Yes, we can be extra when we want to.
And it's kind of helped me as far as networking and being able to know how to talk to people in a networking environment and not being afraid. Usually in those type of environments, I'm kind of standoffish. If I don't know you, I don't talk to you type of thing. But it's kind of helped me come out of that comfort zone and be able to approach people rather than people approaching me. So it's kind of helped with that aspect of networking.
I think getting back to the introvert thing, one thing that people don't understand, that introverted people, we can interact and approach people. It's not something that we relish. But, we can come to a room, work the crowd, speak to everybody, and then after that, we're content with going to sit in our corner and just chilling the rest of the time. So I'm looking on the Black Professionals Network website, and I'm looking at some of the events that you all do each year. So I'm going to kind of just go down each one. In fact, the first one is one that you all just participated in, the MLK Parade and Activities. So kind of give a recap of how that was like.
Yeah, that was great. That was my actually first time doing the march, and my first time ever being a part of a march. So it was just great being with other organizations and the march. Now the program I did not stay for, but the march itself I thought was really great, and it wasn't too cold.
Yeah, I remember, I think in 2016, when I think it was the first time that I marched, and the weather, it was like 18 degrees. Yeah. It's like 21.9 degrees. So for those of you out there that are listening and watching, be sure to stay warm and check on the elderly and the vulnerable among us. Make sure that they are staying warm. Marsha, do you have anything you'd like to add as far as the MLK?
Well, I didn't get a chance to participate last year, but I was told it was very cold. But I did participate the year before and this year, and it's just amazing how the community comes together to celebrate MLK, the activities, the parade, and every year it seems to grow bigger and bigger with more people participating.
Absolutely. We got another Facebook shout out from Shanquetta, who says, "You are the sweetest." I don't know who that's reflected at, but Shanquetta, appreciate the comment.
Thank you.
All right. And of course, obviously, the Black History Quiz Bowl. And we're going to get back to the Quiz Bowl in just a little bit when we do our wrap up. But let's talk about the empowerment workshops, because you all actually do workshops throughout the year on financial literacy and networking, and I think a few other topics as well. So let's kind of talk a little bit about the workshops you all put on throughout the year.
Well, last year we did have a financial literacy workshop. It was put on by Mr. Johnny Moore and Corey Mills. So we did, just teaching on wealth building and getting rid of debt and all of those things. This year we do have a workshop coming up, an empowerment workshop. It's called the Thrive Summit. It's actually on March the 2nd at 9 o'clock, and it'll be at the Delta Economic Center on ASU campus. So that event is March 2nd, and we'll be having more advertisement go out as we get closer to that event. I just wanted to make people to put it on their calendar, save the date. It's actually a leadership conference, and we'll have 2 tracks. We'll have adolescents and adults, so we'll have 2 tracks of leadership at that Thrive Summit.
Alrighty. And Shanquetta replies, "Miss Marsha, sorry, LOL." So obviously the earlier comment was directed toward Marsha's. And of course, you mentioned the scholarship earlier about how the proceeds from the Quiz Bowl go to support the scholarship. Well, I'm looking next on the list, which is the scholarship luncheon. I believe this is where you actually award the scholarship. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Yes, like I said, this event, we do have fundraisers throughout the year that help fund the scholarship luncheon. It's actually where we award the 2 participants their scholarship awards. So we have a ceremony where we recognize them, we introduce them, tell what school they're from, and then we present them with a check for winning the scholarship.
And does the check go toward books, or they can just use it toward their tuition? How does that work?
They can use it for whatever they need to use it for school.
Okay, so basically anything school related. That's great. And of course, the holiday social and toy drive, which was last month, and that's always a lot of fun. I know you all partner with Life Strategies Counseling, and you all give the toys to them, and it gives an opportunity for members of BPN and the community to mix and mingle, enjoy some good food, some good fellowship, even a little bit of Christmas caroling as well. So let's talk about that a little bit.
Like I said, the toy drive is by far one of my events, mainly because I probably host it, but I really like giving. Christmas is my event. I love Christmas. I love what it all stands for: giving, loving, just being community focused. Like I said, it was put on the beginning of December. It was our 5th year doing it. We partner with Life Strategies. So the toys that people donate and give to us for the toy drive go to benefit the children of Life Strategies. Also, they have where other people outside of the Jonesboro area, they service all of these people outside of the Jonesboro area with the toys benefit those children as well.
And again, it is a great event. It's something that I love to participate in, love to just hang out with everybody, and it's always good just to see the big pile of toys. And it seems like that pile of toys gets bigger each and every year, and I know that the people at Life Strategies are definitely grateful and thankful for all the toys that are donated, because it does help to make a little child's Christmas just that better, and that may be the only toy that child gets on Christmas. So definitely don't want the kids to feel like they're left out, that they don't get anything. And of course, another event that you all started last year that was a huge success was the Back to School Bash. It was where several organizations, churches, the fraternities and sororities all came together for one event. It was at Parker Park, and I believe y'all gave out over 700 backpacks. I mean, I remember when I pulled up, there was like a line outside the door of parents and their kids waiting, and they had food, and the theme of it was community with the unity actually capitalized. So it was definitely a great event. So give your thoughts about that.
I thought it was great. I was actually the DJ there, if you were there. So, but no, it was just an overwhelming sense of just joy and pride, and seeing all the kids and their parents with their school supplies. So I just thought it was great and something that we'll definitely have this year. So.
And I think it will definitely just get even bigger. Probably have to get 1,000 backpacks this time.
That's what we're hoping for, is to get to grow bigger and better every year.
And I think it will. I absolutely think it will. Now, if somebody wants to become a member of the Black Professionals Network, we've been talking all throughout the hour of all the things that you all do, but what if somebody actually wants to become a part of it? What can they do?
Go online and apply, or they can go on our Facebook page as well. The fee is $50, and that will last all year. So that's our annual membership cost.
And they also, I'm looking on the membership section of the website, they also have a $25 student member, and I'm assuming this is for high school and college students.
College.
It's
okay.
Actually the $25 is for undergraduate student membership.
Okay, undergraduate student membership. So if you are enrolled in a college or university, then you can become a member for just $25. Otherwise, it is $50. So definitely a good investment, and you'll definitely get a major return on your investment. Because another thing that BPN does, they actually have a member spotlight each month that highlights the achievements of a particular member. I know our own Quabila was spotlighted one month, and definitely was very deserving. So it's a way for you to get some recognition as well. As Kenyatta smiles at me. Had to break the silence, had to keep it going, Let's talk about partnerships. What are some of the organizations that BPN partners with to help carry out its mission?
We have so many organizations. Of course, we have Life Strategies Counseling Incorporated. We partner with KLEK. We are a student organization on ASU campus. We are a registered student organization. We partner with churches, many of the Greek fraternities. I mean, we try to partner with anybody that can help us fulfill our mission of BPN.
So anyone who is willing to make a difference in the community, you are welcome there. All right, so who are the current leadership of BPN? Because I'm looking on the executive board section, but I know these were last year's members, so I won't read that. But introduce the listeners to who the executive board is for this year.
Okay, so 2019 executive board members for BPN. We have Talvicchio Banks. He is the president. Myself, Marcia Smith, is the vice president. We have Miss Kenyatta Gray. She's the director of PR. Tiffany Mosley, she's our secretary. Melissa Jackson is our treasurer, and Perry Jackson is our parliamentarian. So those are our 2019 executive board members.
and I know that they all work hard, as well as each of the individual members work hard to make the Black Professionals Network a success. We're definitely just thankful for all of the work that they're doing in the community. Now, you mentioned about the undergraduate membership and that you are a registered organization on the campus of Arkansas State. Do you foresee a day that there could one day be a student branch off of BPN that, while working with the larger organization, does things specifically tailored to the Arkansas State University population?
Perhaps. I mean, that would be something that we would look into in the future.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
We want to branch out everywhere.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's certainly nothing wrong with looking ahead to the future, maybe even having BPN chapters in other cities in the surrounding areas, you know. Don't be afraid to dream big. Don't be afraid to dream big. We are speaking with Marsha Smith and Kenyatta Gray, talking about all things Black Professionals Network of Jonesboro. And of course, if you are just tuning in, they have the Quiz Bowl, which is coming up Saturday, February 23rd, on the campus of Arkansas State University in the Student Union Auditorium. They got 3 categories, I believe, grades 3 through 6, 4 through... Help me out here.
7 through 9.
7 through 9.
And senior are grades 10 through 12.
And 10 through 12. There you go. It's only $35 to register a team. You can register on the website, which is bpnjonesboro.org. You can be a sponsor. They have sponsorship opportunities available for, I believe, starting at $100. If you don't want to sponsor, you can just get a vendor table, which is $25. Or if you just want to lend your support, you can do that as a supporter of the Quiz Bowl for only $10. So there's definitely ways in which you can support this event. I'm going to go ahead and get into our next break. When we come back, we are going to wrap up our segment with the Black Professionals Network of Jonesboro. So don't go anywhere. This is Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. Once you finish filing your taxes, you might be tempted to relax. After all, you're done dealing with the IRS for another year. However, if you're not paying attention, you can miss the signs that someone is using your tax information to steal your identity, according to the website onguardonline.gov. So what are some warning signs you should be looking for? An unexpected message from the IRS is a possible sign that your Social Security number is being used by an identity thief. So if you get such a message, don't be fooled. It's bogus. Look out for a notice from the IRS that more than one tax return has been filed in your name, or that IRS records have you on the payroll of an employer not known to you. If you believe that you're a victim of tax-related ID theft, immediately contact the IRS to let them know at 800-908-4490. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization focused on joy in our sisterhood, power in our voice, and service in our hearts. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
Calling all women and minority business owners as well as the general public. KLEK 102.5 FM presents the 2019 Women and Minority Business Showcase, Saturday, February 16th from noon until 6 at Centennial Hall in the Arkansas State University Student Union. Live broadcast on KLEK and on Facebook. This is your opportunity to show what your business, church, or organization has to offer to the unique, diverse audience of KLEK listeners, supporters, and the Jonesboro community as a whole, or to just check out all the vendors in attendance. Vendor registration is $25, $50 if you sell items on site, and you can register at klekfm.org, but you must register by February 4th. Free admission to attend. The KLEK Women and Minority Business Showcase is sponsored by the Arkansas State University Office of Diversity and Community Engagement, Full Sun Gifts, and Bancorp South. This event is a KLEK fundraiser.
KLEK thanks CJ Pepper and the staff of Life Strategies Counseling Incorporated for helping people through hard times in life such as depression, family issues, stress, abuse, and more. They offer counseling and therapy for all ages, individuals, families, and groups. They are located at 1217 Stone Street. Phone number 1-866-972-1268 or online at lscihelp.com. Meineke of Jonesboro is now Starks Auto Service, a full-service auto repair and vehicle maintenance center offering engine and transmission repair, brake service, tires, oil changes, and more, performed by ASE certified mechanics. Starks Auto Service, 2813 South Caraway Road in Jonesboro, 870-204-7112. Starks Auto Service, Jonesboro.com.
Support for KLEK is brought to you by...
This is a story I heard my late father-in-law, Glenn Sane, tell many times. Back then, when you ordered a part, you fill out a ticket, and a copy of the ticket would come back with a part with their signature who ordered it. Glenn got a call one day about a part on a rail car up there, and he went and checked it out. His parts ticket was on a school bus chassis with his signature. He missed a number by one. Instead of a $3 part, he had a complete school bus chassis. Glenn Sane, God bless our troops.
The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated was established on January 1st, 1977, originally serving Blytheville, Arkansas, and now serving Jonesboro, Blytheville, Osceola, Marion, and West Memphis, Arkansas. Today, the chapter continues to make an impact by focusing on Alpha's national community outreach initiatives such as My Brother's Keeper, A Voteless People is a Hopeless People, Go to High School, Go to College, Project Alpha, Boy Scouts, and the March of Dimes. The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is committed to Alpha's mission of developing leaders, promoting brotherhood and academic excellence, while providing service and advocacy to the community. More information about the Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is available at MOL Alphas on Facebook or via email at molalphas@gmail.com.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
And we're back on Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM with our guests, Marsha Smith and Kenyatta Gray of the Black Professional Network of Jonesboro. And we've been having a good time with these ladies talking about the Black History Quiz Bowl that is coming up February 23rd and all things BP. And we do have a couple more Facebook shout-outs. Shout out to Adrian Everett and Letitia Fox Rochelle. And Quabila says there's actually a Black Professionals Network in Little Rock, and she wants to know when will teams get their study packets.
So once they register and they pay, that's when they will be sent the registration packet and all of the information.
Okay, and how do you encourage them to practice? Because, you know, obviously to practice you need the question, but you probably need access to the buzzers, you know, so they can practice pushing their buttons. So how do you all handle that?
Well, in their packets, once they register and pay their registration fee, we send them out the packets. And in their packet, it has the rules of how each round will go and what is expected. My advice, because the first year I participated, I was a coach. My advice for the coaches is just to set aside study time for them, having them practice, do simulations for Quiz Bowl, and change the questions up a little bit. Not so much as studying the question as in the packet, but changing it up and asking it a different way.
Because it may get asked a different way during actual live competition.
Yes.
Yes.
So absolutely, absolutely. And again, let's kind of restate the details about the event, what all will take place, and how people can be a part of it.
Yeah, so it'll start with a prayer and program, and then we'll start with our elementary division. So they will do their rounds, and then we will then do with the junior and with the senior level, and then wrap it up with the trophies.
Okay, and again, let them know how they can register for the event.
They can register online at www.bpnjonesboro.org, and they can also go on our Facebook page as well.
And give them their Facebook.
It's Black Professionals Network of Jonesboro.
Alrighty. And Kabila asked, will it all be short answer type of questions or critical thinking questions or both?
Well,
like that question.
Depending on the round, we have 4 different rounds. The first round will be like a lightning round where they answer questions, and then of course the second will be like a multiple choice answer, and then of course you have your third round, which is like short answer, and then your last round will be another lightning round. So we have 4 different quarters in one round. So they'll just have to prepare because it may be multiple answers, a question with multiple answers. So you have to prepare for those type of questions.
And who's going to be hosting this year? Who's going to actually be the quiz? I don't know if it last year or year before last, Tony Thomas was actually the host.
Black History Quiz Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
We
y'all still working on that?
Yes, we're still working on that. I know Black History Quiz Bowl is BPN's signature event.
Okay. And Letitia Fox Rochelle says, I think this is a great annual program. The BPN is doing a wonderful job, and I couldn't agree with that more.
Thank you, Letitia.
BPN is doing a lot of good in the community, and this is definitely a good event for everyone in the community to participate in, especially for our kids. It's a good way for them to learn. It's also a good way for them to have a little friendly competition among themselves, get bragging rights all throughout the year, especially for the teams that come back as defending champions. You know, they got to defend that championship. They want to make sure that no one takes away the crown. Excuse me, no one takes away the crown or takes away the title. Ladies, want to thank you for stopping by the studio today. Is there anything else that you all would like to talk about or discuss that we may not have, excuse me, my voice is going out, that we may not have covered?
Well, nothing new. Get your teams together, get them registered, and once they're registered, we'll get them the packet. Like I said, we also have sponsorship packages available. So if you want to be a sponsor, or if you want to be a vendor, or you just want to support the Black History Quiz Bowl via monetary donations or volunteers, we're accepting all of that.
All right, so there you have it. So be a sponsor, get a team, be a supporter, be a donor, be a vendor, just be a part. And again, it is going down Saturday, February 23rd on the campus of Arkansas State University in the Student Union Auditorium. It's going to be going on all day long. It's going to be a great event. So make sure that you have your face up in the place so that you can support this wonderful opportunity for the students and for the kids. And of course, something that is wonderful for the community. So Kenyatta, you have any shout outs?
No.
Marsha, you have any shout outs? Anybody that you want to shout out?
Well, shout out to 2019 Executive Board, past Executive Board members, and everyone that has ever supported BPN in the past.
Ditto that, yes. Shout out.
Make it short and sweet. Well, I just want to shout out you ladies for stopping by. Shout out all of the members of the Black Professionals Network. Shout out to everyone who is out there listening, whether you're listening on the radio, if you're listening on our website, klekfm.org, on our streaming app, in which you can download in your app store, or watching on our Facebook Live feed. We're going to go ahead and get up out of here, but you guys have a great and blessed day. Don't forget, this is All Gospel Wednesday. Brother Cops will be joining us at the top of the 11 o'clock hour, and of course, we have good gospel music all day long up until 8 o'clock p.m. So you guys take care and have a blessed day. This is Kate, LEK, 102.5 FM.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Broadcasting from the First National Bank Tower.